So here's what happened. Let's rewind back to mid-August 2017. Our third years just got done with their theory on live sound, and the practical application was a little hard to come by, since the live music season begins somewhere mid-October. This, as you can see, is quite far off, and if you were to join as an intern, you wouldn't really get the hands-on experience that you wish for. Now let me introduce you to one Mr. Sajin A. Stanley, whose motto is, if you can't go to the mountain, then bring the mountain to you. With no events to take our students to, Sajin came up with a plan. You guessed it, bring live sound to the studio.
In our college we have a proper studio setup. We'll teach live stuff, but practically students have less knowledge about live stuff because we don't have any experience. We have to go for a live show, then only we'll get the experience. Live recording session is totally different from normal studio recording session. We can redo anything, but in live you have to perform an entire song, like start from end you have to perform, and it's really hard. We recorded in 5.1, so it's not that big room.
We had to bring in all the equipments, like all the students had to shift all the equipments to the 5.1 room.
After a little while we thought we'd just peep in and see how it's going, and we checked the room and it's totally different. The whole room has been rearranged. After a little while there were serial lights going up and I was like,
Setting up all the instruments there in that one room and giving all the references to all the artists and setting up all the monitors, like we used headphones for monitoring, so setting up everything.
It was all crammed, it was small space, so
It took 3-4 hours I think just to set up, and after that we had to bring them in to do a demo.
the cameraman really tried to cover everything.
Bassist Matthew Josh.
The bassist was a really friendly guy.
He was the center of attraction of the show.
He's a really good player, very good player, and actually we have a lot of good points on him. He's very tall, thin, handsome and long-haired guy.
Did you say you would date him?
No, not really. He was actually a good funny player actually. He's the funniest of the whole band actually.
He was really grooving to the beat. He was really enjoying himself. The guitarist, he had more of a bluesy kind of approach to his songs, especially solos.
Yeah, he was good. He was playing good leads and stuff.
Whenever the camera turns to him, he's like, oh yes, rock and roll.
Going to the rock field.
He actually used 3 instruments. He used 2 electric guitars and 1 acoustic guitar. He recorded 6 songs that day. All were simultaneously being recorded. He switched between the instruments in between the recordings. To be able to play 6 songs for a live recording is not an easy task to do.
Ramalika.
He had a pretty good range.
He have a good vocal range.
I think he was a missing element. He added that grunge element to the band.
It was a 6-hour session, so for him to sing 6 hours was I know it's a pretty hard thing, but he did it pretty well.
He managed with all equipments, drum was masking his sound.
Drums were too loud for him. In spite of that, he still managed to pull off the vocals pretty nicely.
The way he throwed out his vocals in that was really good.
Through Pravir only I know this band. Pravir is the drummer for Indo General. Till last year he was part of another band called The Gorillas in Group. I was the personal engineer for live and the studio.
Drummer was the guy who was doing eye contact with everyone, keeping everything on time and stuff.
Actually the drummer was metronome for the band, aggressive drummer. He was very tight. He is more experienced guy.
Pravir started his own project called Indo General. First he composed one song called Unspoken Words. For that recording and mixing he contacted me. Another cover we did together. That one is called Money for Nothing. They cooperated with us really well. If there is any error from our side, we just tell them and they took it very gently.
The band had so much energy that it did not feel like work at all. It was so much fun. After every take, after every song, the band would joke around and we would like interact with each other. So that was really fun.
It was really, really great. It was very new, and like it's like our classmates, we are doing it together. It was a group assignment kind of thing, and we covered like 6 songs, one song with like 5 or 6 takes, which was like done within 6 hours. It was really, really, really tough, enjoyment and great, and we really had fun.
Usually after 5:30 they are all running home every day, but for all the 3 days which they were here, or for all the 3 days of the workshop, they were here till about 9, and we literally had to kick them out because it was closing time, and they never seemed like they wanted to leave, so they were really engrossed in the work, and I'm pretty sure they enjoyed it.